Hello students, today we'll go for a new topic, that is periodic function and period. So in the previous session we have discussed the domain, range and graphs of 6 trigonometric functions. Now based on the graphs helps in identifying what is the period of the function. So we'll go for the definition of the periodic function and what is its period. So definition: a real function f is mapping from a to r is said to be a periodic function if there exists a positive real number p such that f of x plus p is equal to f of x for all x belongs to a. Means in order to be a periodic function, the condition should satisfy. For all x belongs to a, what is a? A is the domain of the function and R is the codomain. Now, if this condition satisfies, then the function is said to be periodic function. And among the p values, which is the least positive real number p is called the period of the function. So we'll see what is the periodic function with example, or in short instead of the definition I will give a brief of the definition. Suppose f is a function f of x is said to be periodic function if there exists a positive real number p such that f of x plus p is equal to f of x. Then if it satisfies this condition, then f is said to be periodic function. And this p is called the period of the function. Now we'll see, in order to get the definition of the periodic function, we'll go for the examples of 6 trigonometric functions, that is sin x, cos x, tan x, secant x, cosecant x and cot x. We'll see one by one. The first example is, if f of x is equal to sin x is a periodic function and we have to show that its period is 2 pi. How we can say a function is a periodic function? Means it should satisfy the condition f of x plus p is equal to f of x. What is p? P is any real number, positive real number, as there exists a positive real number. Now we'll see whether sin x is a periodic function. We have to check it. So proof: what is given f of x is a sin x, means it's a trigonometric function, and we know what is the domain of sin x, that is closed interval minus infinity. So what is the domain of sin x? It's the domain are all real numbers. Is all real numbers. That is a is minus infinity to plus infinity. And what is the codomain? Codomain is R. And what is the range of sin x? Is closed interval minus 1 comma 1. Next, we have to show that f of x plus p is also sin x. f of x plus p is equal to f of x. But what is f of x is given as sin x. Now we have to show that f of x plus p is equal to sin x. Now we have to find out what is p. P is a positive real number and its period is 2 pi, means this p means f of x plus 2 pi is also sin x. Now, so what is p? P should be less than 0, p lies between 0 and less than or equal to 2 pi. P cannot be 0 because he has given that it is a positive real number. So P cannot be 0. And P may be 2 pi. 2 pi means how many degrees? It is 360 degrees. Now let us check what happens if we take lesser than 360 degrees. Suppose if P is equal to, assume that pi by 2, then what will be f of x plus P? F of x plus pi by 2. But what is given? F of x is sin x, means if x is the input, sin x is the output. But in the place of x, now it is x plus pi by 2. So what will be the output? Sin of x plus pi by 2. Means sin of x plus pi by 2 can be written as pi by 2 plus x. But what is sin of 90 plus theta? It is in the form of sin of 90 plus theta. So 90 plus theta lies in the second quadrant, where second quadrant sine will have positive sign, and it is a even multiple of 90 or odd multiple of 90. It is a 1 time of pi by 2 means it's odd, so trigonometric ratio changes. That will be cos x. But this cos x is not equal to f of x. So it is not equal to f of x. So pi by 2 is not it is not satisfying. Next, P is equal to pi. Then what happens? Let us check whether f of x plus pi will be f of x. F of x plus pi means sin of x plus pi. That means as sin of pi plus x. What is sin of 180 plus theta? 180 plus theta is an angle lies in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, sine will have negative. So it will be negative. And one more condition is, we have to check whether it is a even multiple of 90 or odd multiple of 90. So it is a even multiple of 90, trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will be minus sin x. So which is again not equal to f of x, because f of x is sin x. Next, we'll go for P. If P is 3 pi by 2, then what will be f of x plus 3 pi by 2? That is sin of x plus 3 pi by 2. That is sin of 3 pi by 2 plus x. So 3 pi by 2 means it is 270 degrees. 270 plus theta lies in the fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, sine will have negative, and trigonometric ratio changes since it is a odd multiple of 90. So it will be minus cos x. So again, it is not equal to f of x. Now, P is equal to 2 pi as 2 pi is also included. Now, what happens? F of x plus 2 pi, that is sin of x plus 2 pi, that is sin of 2 pi plus x. 2 pi means 360 degrees. 360 plus theta means again the angle lies in the first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive, and it is a even multiple of 90, so it will be again sin x. So which is f of x. Now, so we got this, as this condition is getting satisfied, then we can say f is a periodic function. So what is the periodic function? What is the function here? Sin x. So sin x is a periodic function. And what is the period? Period is 2 pi. As means this in the place of p. In the place of p, what is the value here? Compare p with this 2 pi. So 2 pi is the period. Now we can also have the period by using the graph. As we have seen that sin x is a periodic function. F of x plus 2 pi means sin of x plus 2 pi is sin x. That is for one term, 360 plus theta. Now f of x plus 4 pi is also again sin of 4 pi plus x. 4 pi means it is 720 degrees. Means it is a 2 turns of a cycle. Again it lies in the first quadrant. Sine of 4 pi plus x is also sine x. Means f of x plus 6 pi is also sine of x plus 6 pi is equal to sine x. Similarly, f of x plus 8 pi, you can check, again it will be sine x. Means in the place of p's, what are the values, what are the real numbers? 2 pi, 4 pi, 6 pi, 8 pi, so on. So it will have infinite values. But means the p's are 2 pi's, 4 pi's, 6 pi, 8 pi, so on. And among the p's, when we can say this is a period means the least positive real number. So among these real numbers, which of them is the least number is 2 pi. So the period of sin x is 2 pi. The period of sin x is 2 pi. The period of sin x is 2 pi. Now we'll see the period by using the graph. Let's see the period by using the graph of sin x. So this is the shape of the sin x. It will be oscillating between -1 to +1 and the domain is R. Now if you observe 0 to 2 pi, 0 to 2 pi means whatever the shape exists in between 0 to 2 pi means the length from 0 to 2 pi means what is the length of the cycle is 2 pi. So for every 2 pi units, the shape will be repeats same. See, whatever the shape exists in between 0 to 2 pi means increasing, decreasing, again decreasing, increasing means whatever the shape exists in between 0 to 2 pi, the same shape will be existing in further terms from 2 pi to 4 pi. Again the length is 2 pi. So what are the shape? You can observe clearly by identifying the blueprint of the shape, and the same shape is existing in the black print. See, from 2 pi to 4 pi is also same shape. Next, 4 pi to 6 pi. Again the same shape will be repeating for every 2 pi lengths. So whatever the shape existing, the length is called the period of the function, that is sin x. The period of sin x is 2 pi. Similarly, we can have the periods for cos x, tan x, secant x, cosecant x, cot x. Now we'll see one by one. Next example, f of x is equal to cos x is a periodic function and its period is 2 pi. Now we'll check whether it is a periodic function, means whether it is getting satisfied with the condition f of x plus p is equal to f of x, and we have to find out what is the p, and among the p's which is the least, that will be the period of the function. Now what is given? Proof. Given f of x is equal to cos x, and now we have to check f of x plus p. It should be also same as f of x, that is cos x. Now if p is equal to pi by 2, then f of x plus pi by 2, we'll check whether it will be f of x or not. F of x is given as cos x, means if x is the input, cos x is the output, but in the place of x, now it is x plus pi by 2. So what will be output? Cos of x plus pi by 2. So that is cos of pi by 2 plus x, but it is what form? Cos of 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta lies in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, cos will have a negative sign, so negative, and trigonometric ratio changes since it is a odd multiple of 90. So minus sin x, which is not equal to f of x. Next, p is equal to pi. What happens? f of x plus pi cos of x plus pi, that is, so that we can write as cos of pi plus 6. It is in the what form? 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta lies in the third quadrant. In third quadrant, cos will have negative sign. If you remember all silver teacups, all means in first quadrant all trigonometric functions are positive. In second quadrant, sine and cosecant are positive and the remaining trigonometric ratios are negative. In third quadrant, tan and cot are positive and the remaining are all negatives. In fourth quadrant, cos and secant are positive and the remaining are all negatives. Now, 180 plus theta means it lies in the third quadrant, whereas cos will have a negative sign and trigonometric ratio does not change due to it is a even multiple of 90. So minus cos x. So which is again not equal to f of x. What is f of x? Cos x. Next, if p is equal to 3 pi by 2, then f of x plus 3 pi by 2, that is cos of 3 pi by 2 plus x. So it is 270 plus theta. 270 plus theta lies in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, cos will have positive sign and it is a odd multiple of 90, so trigonometric ratio changes. So it will be plus sin x. So again, which is not equal to f of x. Now we'll check p is equal to 2 pi. F of x plus 2 pi, that is cos of x plus 2 pi, that is cos of 2 pi plus x. But what will be 360 plus theta? 360 plus theta lies in the first quadrant, where in first quadrant all trigonometric ratios are positive. So cos will have to be positive and trigonometric ratio does not change. So it will be cos x, which is equal to f of x. Now check the condition. F of x plus b is equal to f of x means what is p in this case? P is 2 pi. Means for f of x plus 2 pi is equal to f of x means f is a periodic function. And what is the period of cos x? Now f of, as we have seen, 2 pi, f of x plus 2 pi is cos x. F of x plus 4 pi is also cos x. Cos of x plus 6 pi will be also cos x. Cos of x plus 8 pi is also cos x, and so on. But among the least p's, which is least means 2 pi is the least. 2 pi. So the period of cos x is 2 pi. Similarly, we'll go for graph and we can check whether how the period is 2 pi. So the graph of cos x, as we know the domain of cos x is R and the range of cos x is closed interval minus 1 to plus 1, means it again oscillates between minus 1 to plus 1, and the graph is here. And see the shape. So whatever the shape exists between 0 to 2 pi, so whatever the length of 2 pi units are there, whatever the shape we are existing, the same shape repeats for every 2 pi units. See the shapes, whatever the shape exists in between in the black print is same as in blue print. Again in the same, means what is happening for every 2 pi units the graph repeats. So as that length 2 pi, whatever that length is there, that length 2 pi is called the period of the function. 2 pi is the period. Similarly, all trigonometric ratios are periodic functions and will have the periods. One more example, f of x is equal to tan x is a periodic function and its period is pi. As in the previous sin x and cos x, the period is 2 pi, but coming to the tan x, period is pi. Why it is pi? We can also check it. Now we will see the proof. given f of x is equal to tan x. In order to say that it is a periodic function, then it should satisfy the condition. Now, f of x plus p. What is f of x plus p? That should be same as f of x. Means that should be also tan x. Now we'll go for p is equal to pi by 2. As p cannot be 0. Why? Because as we have mentioned that there is a positive real number. Means it should be greater than 0. P should be always positive. Now, if p is equal to pi by 2, then f of x plus pi by 2. Tan of x plus pi by 2 means tan of 90 plus theta. 90 plus theta means it lies in the second quadrant. In second quadrant, tan will have a negative. So it will be minus cot x, which is not equal to f of x. Next, p is equal to pi. F of x plus pi. Tan of x plus pi. What is x plus pi? 180 plus theta lies in third quadrant. In third quadrant, tan will have positive, and it is an even multiple of 90. So trigonometric ratio does not change. So it is again tan x, which is equal to f of x. Next, p is equal to 3 pi by 2. F of x plus 3 pi by 2. That is tan of x plus 3 pi by 2. So 270 plus theta lies in fourth quadrant. In fourth quadrant, tan will have negative sign, and it is a odd multiple of 90. 3 means odd, so trigonometric ratio changes. Minus cot x, which is not equal to f of x. Next, p is equal to 2 pi. F of x plus 2 pi implies tan of x plus 2 pi. 2 pi plus x means it lies in the first quadrant. In first quadrant, all trigonometric ratios are positive. So tan will be positive, and trigonometric ratio does not change. So it is tan x, which is equal to f of x. Means in this case, if p is pi compared to this p, in the place of p, if it is pi, we are getting the condition is getting satisfied. Again, p is 2 pi also, the condition is getting 2 pi. Means if p is pi, 2 pi, again 3 pi, 4 pi, all this will be get satisfied. But among the pi's, 2 pi, 3 pi, which real number is the least one means pi, 1 pi. So that pi is called the period of the function. Now, so the period of the function is pi, as p is positive. For first means it is a starting fundamental period, starting period. So pi is the period of the tan x. Now we'll see by using the graph also. So we'll see the graph of tan x on where what is the domain of tan x is all real numbers except odd multiples of pi by 2. It is not defined for pi by 2, 3 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2, 7 pi by 2, 9 pi by 2, 11 pi by 2 or minus pi by 2. And the range of tan x is r. Now this is the shape of tan x in between minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So what is the length of this unit? The length of this pi by 2 minus pi by 2 means the length is pi. Now if you observe, for every length of pi units, so whatever the shape exists, like in this shape, the same shape exists for every pi units. That is pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 or 3 pi by 2 to 5 pi by 2, 5 pi by 2 to 7 pi by 2 or 7 pi by 2 to 9 pi by 2. Whatever the shape exists, the same shape exists for every pi units. So the period of the tan x is pi. Next, we'll have the generalization of another 6 trigonometric functions. Now, so we'll go for a generalized table, that is a function and what is its period. For sin x, we have seen the period is 2 pi. For cos x, period is 2 pi. For tan x, the period is pi. Means the least positive real number pi, the period is pi. Means for every pi units, the shape of tan x will be repeats. Next, for cosecant x, the period is 2 pi. For secant x, the period is 2 pi. And for cot x, the period is pi. So these are the basic trigonometric periodic functions. Now, note, if f of x is a periodic function with period p, then f of ax plus b or f of x or only ax, f of ax plus b or f of x is also a periodic function with period p by mod a. Mod a means where a is the quotient of x, where a is the quotient of x and it should be positive, because p as f of x is a periodic function with period p means p is a positive real number and modulus of a is also positive, means the total fraction will be a positive real number. Now we'll have this node, so based on the node we'll have the function and period. Sin of ax plus b or sin of ax. As we know, the period of sin x is 2 pi, but it is sin of ax plus b, where x is where the quotient of x is a. So it is not depends upon the b. It is not depends on the constant. So the period is p by, what is p? The period of sin x is 2 pi. So 2 pi by mod a. Because the period of sin x is p. P means period and the period of sin x is 2 pi. So 2 pi by mod a. Similarly, cos of ax plus b or cos of ax is again p by mod a. But what is the period of cos x is 2 pi. So it will be 2 pi by mod a. Next, tan of ax plus b or tan of ax. What is the period? Is p by mod a. But what is p? The p is the period of the respect to trigonometric function. As trigonometric function is tan x, the period of tan x is pi. So the period of tan of ax plus b or tan ax is pi by mod a. Next, cosecant of ax plus b or cosecant of ax, it will be 2 pi by mod a. Secant of ax plus b or secant of ax is 2 pi by mod a. Cot of ax plus b or cot of ax, the period is pi by mod a. So these are the general periodic function and their periods. So based on this we'll go for some problems on the how to find out the period of the function. The question is, what is the period? Find the period of the function f of x is equal to sine of phi x plus 3. As we know, what is the periodic function? It is a sin x. Solution. The period of sin x is 2 pi and the period of sin of ax plus b is 2 pi by mod a. Now compare this one to this given function. The quotient of x is 5, but here the quotient of x is a. So what will be the period? The period of sin of 5x plus 3 is 2 pi by mod 5, means 2 pi by 5, that is the period. Means for every 2 pi by 5 units, the shape of sin of 5x plus 3 will be repeats. So the period of this function is 2 pi by 5. Next question. The question is, find the period of the function f of x is equal to tan of 5x. So the period of tan x is pi. The period of tan of ax plus b or tan of ax is pi by mod a, where a is the quotient of x. Now compare this tan phi x to any one of this trigonometric function. Now tan phi x means in the place of b there is 0, so it will be tan of ax. Now if it is the function, then period is pi by mod a. Now in the place of a it is 5. So what we can have? The period of tan phi x is pi by 5. Means for every pi by 5 units, the shape will be repeated. So the period is 2 pi by 5. Next question. Now next problem, we'll see the periodic function for f of x is equal to modulus of sin x. Mod means it is always positive. As x, the domain of sin x is r, but the output is always positive. Means it should lie between 0 to plus 1 only. If I remove this mod, it is only simply sin x. And we have seen the shape of sin x and what is the period of sin x is also. But here the function is modulus of sin x. Mod means it should be always positive. And it should satisfy the condition f of x plus p is equal to f of x. So what is given? F of x is the modulus of sin x. F of x plus p should be same as sin x. Modulus of sin x, that is f of x. Now if I go for p is equal to pi by 2, f of x plus pi by 2, that is modulus of sin of x plus pi by 2. Sin of 90 plus theta means cos theta. So it is mod cos x, which is not equal to f of x. If I go for p is equal to pi, f of x plus pi, modulus of sin of x plus pi. It is 180 plus theta. 180 plus theta lies in the third quadrant. In third, sign will have negative sign. But trigonometric ratio does not change. So modulus of minus sin x, which is same as mod sin x, because negative is always, modulus is always positive. So it will be f of x. Similarly, if I p is equal to 3 pi by 2, it is not equal to this will be mod cos x, it will not be equal to f of x. If I go for p is equal to 2 pi, f of x plus 2 pi is same as modulus of sin x, that is equal to f of x. Means for every pi units, the shape of mod sin x will repeats. So if p is pi, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi are the periods, but among the periods, which of them is the least real number is pi. So the period of this function f of x is equal to mod sin x is pi. So what we can have? The period of mod sin x is pi units. Means for every pi units the shape will repeat. Again we'll see the shape of mod sin x also in the graph. So this is the graph of modulus of sin x, because it can't go below the negative values, because modulus is always positive. So for every pi units 0 to pi, whatever the shape exists, it is like a reverse U. The same shape will exist for every pi units. So the period of mod sin x is always pi. Similarly, try for modulus of cos x, modulus of tan x, modulus of secant x, modulus of cosecant x, and modulus of cot x. Now we'll see the just brief of modulus function and what are these periods. So the function and its period. If the functions are modulus of trigonometric functions, that is mod sin x, mod cos x, mod tan x, mod cosecant x, mod secant x, and mod cot x. For all these modulus trigonometric functions, the period is pi. You can check by using the graph. Means for every pi units the graph repeats. Next we'll go for one more problem. The question is, find the sine function whose period is 2 pi by 3. Means in the previous examples he has given the trigonometric periodic function and he has to find what is the period. But it is a reverse case. If the period is given, what will be the periodic function? So what type of function we have to find is sine function. Now we know what is the period of sin x is 2 pi. The period of sin ax is 2 pi by mod a. But the period 2 pi by mod a is given as 2 pi by 3. Since 2 pi by mod a is given as 2 by 3, implies 2 get cancelled. So what will be? As 2 get cancelled. Now if we take the cross product, mod a will be 3 pi. As 3 pi, then what will be a? It will be plus or minus 3 pi. So a will be plus or minus 3 pi. Now what is the trigonometric function? So the sine function, is sine of a. What is a? Plus or minus 3 pi x. That is sine 3 pi x, or we can have sine of minus theta. It is same as minus theta. Sine of minus theta will be minus sin theta. So minus sine 3 pi x. Means if a function f is given or negative of f is also, the period will be c. We'll have a short note. We'll see some note. That is, if f of x is a periodic function, if it is a periodic function means it should have the period. So if the period is p, then the negative of its function will have the same period. Means the shape will not, the length of the shape will not change. So negative means for a negative also the same shape repeats for every p units. Next, if f of x is a periodic function with p1, with period p1, and g of x is another periodic function with period p2, we can have the sum of two functions, difference of two functions, rational functions, and product of two functions. Then the period of f of x plus or minus g of x, or f of x into g of x, or f of x by g of x, where g of x is not equal to 0, is p3, where p3 is the LCM of p1 and p2. LCM means least common multiple of P1 and P2. For example, we'll see one example on this note. Example, the period of f of x is equal to 2 sin pi by 4x plus 3 cos pi by 3x. So it is the problem related to the second note. So f of x is a periodic function with period P1 and g of x is a periodic function with P2. Then the period of f of x plus g of x is the LCM of P1 and P2. Now we have to find out what are the individual periods of these trigonometric functions. Solution. The period of sin pi by 4x is what? Yes, it is 2 pi by mod a. 2 pi by mod a, where a is the quotient of x, that is pi by 4. So what we can have is 2 pi by 4, which is 8. So pi get cancelled. 4 will be in the numerator. So 2 into 4, it will be 8. Next, the period of cos pi by 3x is what? It is 2 pi by mod a. Mod a means in the place of a it is pi by 3. So pi by 3. That will be 6. Now, as we know the individual periods, the period of 2 sin pi by 4x plus 3 cos pi by 3x is the LCM of two periods, 6 and 8, or we can have 8 and 6. So what is the LCM of 6 and 8? The LCM of 6 and 8 is 24. So the period of the function is 24. So practice some more problems given in the exercise. These are the few problems which are given in the exercise 6B of Telugu Academy. And try to solve some few more problems from the same exercise.